Okay, so now I'm going to do this one. I just received this in today. And my friend Amanda from that Bourbon Dude Discord, there's a store that she frequents a lot in Michigan that had a great deal on these. They were, I think they're normally close to $80, and they had them marked down to 30 or somewhere abouts in there. So I had to grab me two because I'm a huge Scotch fan. I know a lot of what I do on here is bourbon, and I'm in a lot of bourbon groups. That Bourbon Dude primarily, but I'm also in the Bourbon Real Talk community and Someone Say Whiskey, which are tied together, and then the Whiskey Tribe and the Whiskey Vault, which are closely related. All great groups, but I primarily operate in that Bourbon Dude. In that group, and then in the Discord, we're in there every night talking and talking about life, talking about whiskey, talking about everything. But so they give me a lot of shit sometimes because I do love Scotch. This is a blended Scotch, 19 years old. Dewar's is fairly is really good as far as blends go. Blends catch a lot of hell because they tend to be less expensive. Some are great. This is a good example of a great one, and it's typically inexpensive. The only reason this one was as high as it would have been if it weren't on sale is because it's 19 years old. But with being a blend, so I've talked about single malt Scotch, which is 100% malted barley. Blend is typically mainly single grain blended with single malt. And single grain, it can be nothing but malted barley, or there could be other grains in there, but it is column distilled. But so what they do is they take different blends or they'll get their whiskeys from different distilleries, and then they blend them together, and it becomes a blended Scotch. And because single grain tends to be less expensive, it's not as popular. And then whenever you do these blends, they're even less popular. And in years ago, long time ago, blended Scotch is where it was at. In the last probably 30 to 40 years, single malts have become more popular. This one, this is the second bottle because I put it back in the box. But it is a limited edition. It was for the US Open. And it's got this big long thing here on the back. Is the official blended Scotch whiskey of the 123rd US Open that will occur this year and be held at the Los Angeles Country Club. So that's their official whiskey. Now what it says on the box, and I don't usually pay attention to tasting notes because everybody's palate's the same, and a lot of times they throw some bullshit in there that I'll never taste. But this says you're going to get red berries, black cherry, and nutmeg. And I'm only reading that because it's like in big bold print on the label on the box there. What Dewar's does is they take aged whiskey, blend it together to make their blend, and then they age it again. So it's all double aged. They have their typical white label, which is like super cheap. I'm a fan of just the regular 12 years. And then they have a finished series, which is Portuguese Smooth, is aged in port wine barrels. Caribbean Smooth is aged in rum barrels, and Japanese Smooth is aged in Mizunara. Anyway, as soon as I got this in, it actually arrived today, which was about 2 days early. I cracked it open, and I wanted to, I gave it a little sniff. It's still a fresh crack today, but I cracked it earlier. This is the first pour out of it. But I gave it a little smell in the bottle. because Amanda said that she had tried it. And it wasn't as smoky as the Portuguese Smooth, or the sample that I sent her. And right away, it's not. Like, there's no... I'm not sure what distillery they get their peated whiskey from for the blend. But there is a slight hint of, there's a slight smokiness to most Dewars that I've had. I know with like Johnny Walker, the peated smoky flavor you get on them, that comes from Caol Ila. I need to do some research and find out where they get theirs, but I don't get any smokiness on this. That is just pure. It very fruity. I can definitely see where they would say the red berries and cherry. I don't know about black cherry, but cherry. Very, very soft and fruity. This one is also 86 proof as opposed to the normal 80 proof. It's not really smoky, but there's a hint of that typical Dewar's flavor. I'm really liking that one. It's very, very fruit forward. Yeah, it's very cherry red berry forward. There's a certain spiciness, so I guess that could be nutmeg. Now that I think about it, I don't know that I've ever smelled nutmeg by itself. If I have, it's been forever and I don't remember exactly what it smells like. I know it goes in a lot of fall baking. It's a little dry. Not tannic, but it's a very drying. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's really good. I just don't know quite how to. I don't know quite how to describe it. Maybe it's dry. It's not overly so. Very fruit forward, very cherry, berry. Not like raspberry. That'd be nasty. There's a little bit of a spice to it. So I'm guessing that's what they're calling nutmeg. It's going to be a very easy sipper. Obviously, at only 86 proof. And then just the softness that I usually find in Scotch anyway. Whereas, like, bourbon has more of a bite to it. This is just soft, easy. It's very good. I'm definitely glad I not only bought one, but bought the backup too. Because that one will be hard to stay out of. There's almost a leathery note to it to me. It's like they captured Dewar's, like just all that flavor, but none of that smoke. And whereas Amanda was disappointed because I think she was expecting it, I might have been let down had she not told me. But I knew what to expect going in. So I'm really enjoying this. It's very good. That was a crazy good price. And I'm glad that, well, first off, I'm thankful that she let me know, because she's one of the few in the group that actually appreciates my love for Scotch. Everybody else is giving me shit about it, which is fine. You know, it's not my fault that my palate is so much more sophisticated than theirs. But anyway, Dewar's 19 gear. And it says, yeah, it says the Champions Edition because it's for the U.S. Open. Anyway, that's my take on this this bottle of Dewar's, and I hope y'all enjoyed.